Have you ever wanted to purchase something from the COD item shop and you just thought to yourself, it's just too expensive? That's what this video is about. The Call of Duty item shop is broken in my opinion. Now, from a business standpoint, where Activision is standing, it probably is performing so well and everything is doing phenomenally. However, from a practicality standpoint and from a consumer standpoint, there are massive problems with this Call of Duty store that I have been wanting to talk about for so long and I have mentioned in streams, but it's just glaringly obvious. Everything is so overpriced. And before you run to the comments to call me broke and all that, and although you're right, before you do it, I'd like to just explain to you why I'm saying this and why it's such a big problem. I mean, we can find anything. Let's go with this right here. 2,400 COD points for this. And listen, in a bundle, you do get a lot of items. I can't say you don't. This is a pretty cool skin. This is a pretty cool PPSH. This weapon's also pretty cool. Like, all of this stuff in this bundle, I'm not saying it's not necessarily good stuff. Like, a lot of the bundles are high quality items. They're really something that you would covet. It's something you'd want to run in your game. It's something you'd want to show off. The issue is when you look at how much 2,400 COD points is, which is $20 US before tax, that's how much you're going to be paying for one bundle with all of this stuff in it. And I say all of that lightly because although there is, again, a decent amount of high quality stuff, $20, the whole game is $70 with DLC included. That's absolutely absurd. That's like, it's like you wouldn't even be able to comprehend it. And my point here is that it just doesn't make sense. And for somebody like myself, who isn't rolling in cash and a millionaire by any stretch of the imagination, not that you have to be a millionaire to buy bundles, but that's what it feels like. For somebody like myself and the average Call of Duty player, I would say, $70 to buy the game, it's like, oh wow, that's a lot of money, but it's definitely worth it. I get a lot of enjoyment out of the game. I get free DLC along it, $70, and I'm good. And I understand that this is all cosmetics and additional stuff and stuff you don't have to buy. It's optional, and that's great, and that's the best part about it. So, although it may sound like I'm complaining in a sense, I'm very grateful that this is all cosmetic stuff and it's optional and I don't need to buy it, and that's why I really have not bought anything. But again, the main point of the video, there's two main points. One is that these prices are absolutely ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says. There's no denying it. Like, again, this is a really cool skin, but $20 for all of this? That's dinner. Like, that's a whole meal for a skin. And they expect you to buy multiple skins, and this isn't pinned on the Call of Duty developers in any way. I understand that this is more so probably from the Activision standpoint, and regardless of whose fault it is, it's probably just a disconnect between the consumer and the business side. And you know what? There's probably some part of the business side that says that these skins are producing them a lot of money. There's not. I shouldn't even say it like that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look for the right words here. But there is definitely proof that these skins are producing tons of revenue for Activision, which I don't get because although they're great, they're just so much money. But now to my second main point of the video. If this bundle right here, regardless if it was just a skin or the entire bundle, let's just say it was 500 COD points, not just because I have 500, just as an example, 500 COD points is, there you go, $5. I would probably buy it. This is a pretty cool, funny skin. That gun's cool. Regardless of what exactly I'd be getting from it, you know, if the bundle was $5, I would buy it. I would spend my $5 on this. Same thing goes for a couple of other things in the item shop. I probably wouldn't spend the fact that this is 1,300 COD points, I would never spend $10 on this. But either way, say I really like this and wanted to purchase this, I would still never do it for 1,300 COD points. If they were to just simply reduce the prices of things, perfect example right here. I can't say I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan, maybe when I was like 6, but this is a pretty cool skin. However, I am not paying $20 to dress as a fucking Ninja Turtle in Call of Duty and just see my hands. And I understand that I'm primarily a Call of Duty Zombies player and that I can play in third person and see the skin, but I don't like playing in third person. And I know that's a personal thing, but I would also argue the vast majority of people don't play in third person, and even if they do, they also have the opportunity to choose between a bunch of different skins and also purchase a bunch of different skins, which again brings me back to my two main points. Not only are these bundles overpriced, or these items, even if this was alone, not only is this item overpriced and just ridiculously priced, but it's not a practical price. If it was 500 COD points, like I said, I would probably buy this Ninja Turtle bundle. I would probably buy this Bearded Guy bundle, and I would use them interchangeably as I go on. But since there's so much money, I'm going to wind up buying none. And I know there's plenty of other people in the same boat, and the reason why I'm making this video is obviously to talk about this because I know a lot of other people are annoyed about either free DLC, paid bundles, free bundles, whatever it may be. And that's not necessarily the direct topic of this video, but I wanted to have kind of like an open discussion about this because this is something that I feel very strongly about, and I think it's just so blaringly obvious, but maybe I'm wrong. It's just that I don't understand how having bundles priced at $20, well, I guess people are paying them, right? But I just feel like I said, there are plenty of people in my boat that if this bundle was maybe even $10, right? You get a Ninja Turtle and all this crap with it, which I still wouldn't buy it for 10 bucks, but really $5. If it was $5, I would buy this bundle, and I know for a fact a couple of my friends would too that aren't buying it. So I guess what's going on right now is that this 2,400 COD point pacing makes up for like 5 people buying it. Meaning if it was 500 COD points and this being 2,400 makes up for 5 people buying it at 2,500. That's what I'm assuming is the case. That's what I'm assuming the analytics that they have would say. And this is a business at the end of the day. They know what they're doing, I think, in terms of the, the monetary side. But I just can't, from a practical, from a consumer standpoint, and again, yeah, just from a practical standpoint, just thinking about this whole situation, I can't put my finger on the fact that people are paying this much money consistently for a bunch of different bundles. Like, it eventually has to stop, right? And if it was cheaper, I would only assume that more people would be tempted to buy more. Like I said, I know for a fact there was 2 bundles in the shop right now, 2 things in the shop right now that I would buy. I wouldn't buy every Ninja Turtle, but I would definitely buy at least one. That's better than none. They would have gotten over $70 from my wallet easily, which is the full price of the game, if all the bundles were cheaper, like the Earnable bundle. Cool, it has a ray gun skin, but guess what? There's 30 other ray guns. Okay, that's an over-exaggeration, but there's a couple of other ray gun skins in the game. I can only run one of these things at a time. Do you get what I'm saying? There's only so much value in each bundle, and to put each one at 20 bucks, I mean, who knows? Maybe their analytics say that people only buy one bundle, or the average person only buys a couple of bundles, so it makes sense for them to price it this way. But again, I just cannot comprehend with any bone in my body why everything is so expensive in this item shop when, at least in my mind, with 100% certainty, I can tell you right now, if this stuff all went down to 500 COD points, and not in terms of fear of missing out or anything like that, like if they announce, okay, everything's going down to 500 COD points or something like that, right? $5 for a bundle or for a skin. I know with certainty, I would definitely start to buy these items. Like, this is a really cool gun. I'm also never going to use this, but this is a really cool gun. Maybe if the gun itself was $3, I'd buy it and use it on this weapon. If this skin was $5, I'd probably use it occasionally. This is a really cool skin. See, I would love to have this skin, but I'm not spending a fucking dinner's price on a skin in Call of Duty. I think I've made my point and repeated myself abundantly clear and many times, so I'm gonna refrain from doing it over and over again. I think you guys get the point. But I'm assuming, you can let me know down below in the comments if you're still watching, that there are a lot of people in this boat, in this same boat that I am, that see these skins that are really cool, see these items that are really cool, and they want them, and they're just not gonna buy them. And it's also, in a sense, this video is kind of meant and directed towards Activision, which I know probably nobody from Activision will watch it. But just in case anyone does, man, I mean, just think about it from a practical standpoint. Like I said, this is a $30 bundle. Like, are you on crack? And like I said, I know people bought this. I know people watching this video have bought some of these items. I'm not necessarily criticizing you. I also do want to say that there are a lot of people that complain about the bundles and are a little bit annoyed about the bundles like I am, yet still purchase hundreds of dollars in bundles. Obviously, you're completely free to do whatever you want, but if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk a little bit, you know what I mean? This bundle, I'm sitting here, I cannot fathom that this bundle is half the price of the entire game. Is that not insane to you? For this, for what? Well, again, I made my 2 main points, and now I just want to express that if you really are in the same boat as myself and you want to buy a bundle, sure, go for it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you really want something to change, the only way to get some kind of change here in this case is to stop purchasing bundles. Like, I know somebody who complains about them and he continues to purchase the bundles. And I'm like, what are you asking for then? If you're literally feeding into exactly what they want, then you can't expect them to change. And to be honest with you, I don't ever expect this to change, but I also do believe we've reached our cap. I don't think they can physically make bundles any more money without people going crazy. And I know this necessarily isn't the hottest topic. People focus on many other topics in the game, but it has just gotten increasingly ridiculous to me. And I see this stuff that I really like. And again, you can call me broke, you can call me this, you can call me that. But all I know is that I'm not going to be the idiot that spends $100 to get all 4 Ninja Turtles in Call of Duty. Like, I'm sorry. If you did that, listen, you're completely entitled to do with your money. In some ways, I respect it. In some ways, I just can't fucking comprehend it. But that's all right. We're all different people here. 2 things could be true at the same time. 1, you could enjoy what you did. And 2, you could agree that it's absolutely insane. It's insanity. You shouldn't have done it, but you still did it. And I'd like to express again that whoever created a lot of these bundles, they did a fantastic job. I really love a lot of these bundles. I would love to, as I'm going through the store, I'm getting tempted to buy stuff, but again, like I said, I'm not spending $20 on bundles. I'm just not. So we're gonna end that off here. Let me know what your thoughts on this video are on this entire situation down below in the comments. I wanted to talk about this for a while. I finally have. Take care of your meatballs.
I've been wishing for some better days. Could you listen? No, why can you stay?